and welcome back to the Mike Check Show. Today is a special episode. It's the AFL final episode. Let's go. So, right now, we're having issues with the Cold Lake guys. It is what it is. But at the start, it will be the Gators guys, starting off with Bryce Harper. You can say hello,
What's
Bryce.
up?
There you go. And also joining us is Chris Merchant.
How we doing? Thanks for having us, guys. Or Mike, I guess.
Yeah, multiples me. Awesome. I'm glad you guys could take time from your busy schedule to join me today.
Oh, there we go. And there's Tremaine.
Perfect timing. All right. So on the Cold Lake Jet side, we have Trey Stevens. So Trey, we already started.
Yep.
It's all
And
good.
then there's Teague. What's up?
Can you pass me my back, please?
There you go. Gonna say you guys could be on the same video.
There we go.
And of course, joining us,
Makes it easy. Yeah.
the one and only Teague Sherman.
Oh.
We'll just let them get set up. Actually, so I'll start the questions now with the Gators guys. So, gotta bring them up. I'll just say this. Bryce, what does it mean to play in the AFL and for the Calgary Gators?
Oh, that's a great question. So playing in the AFL has been like such an experience the second time around because like the first time I played in 2018 and it was more to try and I got cut from training camp, come back in here, get recruited. I actually originally went to get recruited by the Gators, but they folded. So then it ended up going to Fort Mac and then having that crazy run there with them. And then, thought kind of my playing days were over. And then Kurt and I just started talking again in about 24. And then he was like, yeah, like come on out. Like it would be cool. You can spend the summer. And I was already going to, I already had a season coaching at UBC in Vancouver. So I just was like, you know what, I'm gonna go and give it a try again. And then, to be honest, the second time around's been pretty fulfilling because the Gators organization is just such a, from top to bottom, it just has like, not only does it have like Kurt really takes care of the guys, but all the guys really want to play for each other and try and like push each other to be the best. And then also getting to play guys like the Cold Lake teams with a bunch of U Sports and ex CFL guys and just things like that. Just I wish that the parity of the league was a little more with that level, but it is great to better to have two games like that a year than none, in my opinion.
That's awesome. All right, Chris, same question. What does it mean to you to play in the AFL and with the Gators?
Yeah, it's great to have another opportunity to play football. I retired a few years ago from playing pro overseas in Europe, a couple knee injuries, and kind of thought I was done playing football. And then when I had an opportunity to play for Team Canada, the men's senior team, and play some pretty good talent, I figured that it would be a good idea for me to continue to play ball. And then I joined the Gators, and they welcomed me with open arms. And it's such a great group of guys, like Bryce was saying, and it's really easy to kind of show up and just have a great time with them. I'm going to leave the AFL out of it. Don't have a lot of high opinions based on getting snubbed and the talent and whatever. It is great playing teams like Cold Lake because, again, there is a lot of talent individually with certain guys, especially the guys on this call. And guys that I've played against in the past and U Sports as well. So it's great to be able to step out and play the game. I think the AFL needs to maybe celebrate some of the talent that they have a little bit more than just some of the guys that have been in the league for a long time for whatever reason. So I'll leave it at that, and it is what it is.
See, this is why I have the show, to celebrate those unknown guys.
There you go. Well, they're known.
Yeah, we appreciate you.
Hold up. They're known. They're just apparently not wanting to be known in the AFL. That's the thing. That's the
I'm kind of
key
forcing
there.
it out of them.
Yeah, there you go. Like a cocoon,
Exactly.
little butterfly.
All right, let's go to Cold Lake. Trey, do you want to go first?
Yeah, sure. To be honest, after my last season of university, um, I didn't know what to do football wise, so I ended up coaching at the University of Ottawa. And when I was there, a couple of guys that I used to play with were out in Cold Lakes. So like PJ, Provo, we used to play up growing up, and then that's when I found out about Cold Lake. And then a former player, Cole, messaged me about coming out. I told him, sure, like why not? Let's do it. It's a great opportunity to get film and to get those opportunities across seas. And you know, if you really love the game of football, you're going to continue to play no matter what. And you know, I just love seeing the talent that's in the league. I feel like from my first year, it's getting better each year, and I hope it continues to grow like that. You know, everyone's putting in the work, you know, and you know, it's great to play Chris again, because we played against each other in youth sports. And I told him after our last game, I'm like, Chris, I like you, but when you're at Western, I really hated you so much. So, you know, I always give props to the guys and the respect across the league, and I'm enjoying it. And you know, with all the CFL guys, like you know, Teague, Bryce, all of us, I feel like it just adds another like level just for, you know, it may be not like we're not getting paid for this, but you know, it just adds competition and just gets, you know, across Canada like, hey, there's this league. If you want to, you know, continue to play, there's teams out here, you know, that need guys. So why not come out?
Perfect. All right. Last but not least, Teague, what does it mean to play for the AFL and the Jets?
Hey, thank God you gave me that question again, because that was the first thing I was going to ask. I'm like, bro, what was the question? So,
I got you.
well,
CTE hits us all in different ways.
Yeah. To be truthfully, you could say the AFL. You could say the AFL saved me. We'll put it like that. I was in a very difficult time in my life. Finished up in the CFL, and honestly, I was just lost. And I didn't know there was other football to play, to be truthfully honest. It sounds crazy that I'm from Alberta, and I remember being, 10, 11, and actually seeing an AFL game, which I didn't even realize was an AFL game until I was in the AFL. I'm like, wait, I think I've watched one of these before. And I think it was maybe the Stallions versus somebody or something. But basically what brought me to Cold Lake was somebody said there's still football you can play. And I just wanted to make sure it's football. Like I can play football. It's like decent football. It's not just garbage. And like, no, come out and find out. And they brought me out to Cold Lake. Like most of us, I'm like, where the hell am I going? Kind of thing. But I got here and, driving through the sailboats and then down to the beach. I'm like, there's no way there's just a beach in this city. Just a beach. I can just go to the beach. And it's a beautiful place. And getting to know it and starting to live here full time, I just enjoyed Cold Lake. And it's like that, like a lake town in a way. You go to the lake on the weekends, except here you're at the lake all week, and you go to the city on the weekends. That's basically it. There's all the lake stuff to do and all that. So definitely all right calling Cold Lake home. And with the AFL. I'd say it's been an up and down with the AFL. Sometimes it's each team looking out for each other kind of thing, and not looking out for the whole picture of the league. Like it would be nice if we got paid. It'd be nice if we were on TV and all that stuff. But that all comes with teams all working together and trying to build the league to that level, right? Like Gators you guys are crazy with the social media, the clothing, the trips, and all that. And that would be sick if we could get all the teams to that level. It would bring more attention, more players. We put an end to that league over there in Ontario, whatever it's called now. You know what I mean? So, but No, I've enjoyed my time in the AFL, and as Trace said too, the competition has gotten better since I've got in. You know, I was excited when the Gators were coming back, and I was like, "Good, you're coming back just to beat us. That's good." I think one of my last interviews, I think in 23, was like, "Man, this league is going to be a joke until there's teams are going to start running more than 2x2. You can't keep winning games running 2 receivers each side, and that's it." So I was excited for the competition. I'm excited how this league has been slowly growing. I'd like to see more for sure, but no,
You almost ended a guy's career the other day on that 2x2.
No, they went 3x3. That's their mistake. How you go 3x3 and throw it to a seam? That doesn't make sense.
Hey, that's on them. They shouldn't have thrown it.
Color commentating that, and I don't know, Teague, if you heard my reaction on the color. I was like, "Oh shit!" Oh.
He almost got me with the look off because Lisa never looks off.
He never does it. I know.
And he looked to the left, and I'm like, "Yeah, right." And I went and I looked. I'm like, "Oh no!"
It's funny. Jordan Heather said the same thing.
I just didn't want him to catch it. You know what I mean? In my head, if I didn't hit him hard enough and he caught it still, I'm sure I'm going to hear it from the bench or from somebody else. So it is what it is, unfortunately.
Yeah. Well, I got to be honest. It was a textbook hit. It was, you didn't lead with your head. You moved out of the way. Sometimes injuries just happen, and I'm glad. I saw one ref looking like he was going, and then they kind of stopped. I was like, "Thank you," because that was just, no offense, that's a fluttered ball that should have been thrown on a rope. That you were just in the right spot. So like, you can't penalize someone for being in the right spot.
Yeah.
I wish I was faster. I would have picked it. You know what I mean? Like the sidelines were yelling. I agree. I would have loved to pick it instead, but I was not there on that time. So
Yeah. No, for sure.
He did look me off. You know what I mean? He got me a little bit. So.
All right. So Chris has to leave soon, so we're gonna start off with him. So this year the Gators ran a 2 QB system. What was that like, and what was your reason for buying in on that?
Yeah, I mean, Jordan was kind of the original guy that came and helped the Gators kind of reinstate their team, and he's a great quarterback. He's a great guy. Really enjoy my time around Jordan, and I'd say we're very different quarterbacks. So kind of taking things from what he does really well and trying to do that myself has been interesting. But I think it's worked well, and at the end of the day, like, you just have to buy in if there's going to be success for the team, whether or not it's what you want. At the end of the day, yeah, I'd like to be the only quarterback and play more, but if it's going to be better for the Gators and what we do, then it is what it is. Like, at the end of the day, I still get to play football, so that's great. So in terms of that, yeah, it's just kind of what was the situation, and it was either buy in or don't play. So we took it and ran with it, and he's done a great job this year. I think I've done a pretty good job myself. So we're going to continue to roll with it and hopefully continue to have success with it and go from there. So
That's awesome. Yeah, because most QBs would definitely not go for that because, ego, wanting to play, glory. But it's great that you bought in.
Oh, I got an ego for sure. I mean, the Gators guys will tell you they'll be the first to say I got an ego. But at the end of the day, your ego can't get big enough that it truly disrupts things. Hopefully they know that as soon as I step on the field, like, it's team first. I'm going to do whatever it takes to win, and it is what it is at the end of the day. But when I'm on the field, you're going to know that I'm on the field. So, and I hope not only the Gators feel that way, but that the rest of the league feels that as well. So,
yeah. There's a joke. Nobody talks when Merchant's talking. Yeah, no, just on a side note, from coming from like the opposite side, I think the other thing too is like Chris, with his commitments to the Colts and stuff, really only was going to be able to make 3 games too. So I think during the regular season that kind of like weighed it for a 2 QB system to kind of be able to be possible for just 1 year. just because he was only going to be able to make the three with his new coaching commitments and things like that. And none of us get paid to play, so we all have to work a job too. So we got that and commitments like that. Which, by the way, I think that's one of the coolest things that everyone here on this call does, is the fact they love football enough that they're willing to work 9 to 5, whatever shift they want, and still play ball and still give their bodies up. And I luckily have a lot of players back home that like they played in the NFL, they got cut, and they're like, dude, I'd never do that for free, never do it for free. And I'm like, that's probably why you didn't make it, because you wouldn't do it for free, in my opinion. Like you don't love the game like that. It's a business for you now. But yeah.
Football is one of the sports you can't play your whole life. It's not hockey. It's not basketball. You're not going to be 60 playing. Some of us, Glenn's close, but you know what I mean. But the love for the game is going to die, when I die on the field in a way, you know what I mean? So I'm gonna. Yeah. I personally, I'm going to play as long as I can, as long as the body says it's okay. But I felt like I've always had lots of football in me. So.
Yeah, I think Luke Kuechly, I don't know if you guys saw his Hall of Fame, like when he realized that he didn't have it anymore. It wasn't because he wasn't in shape enough, wasn't fast enough. He's like, I realized that I was being so conscious of hitting. Like I wasn't just able to throw my body anymore. I was like, oh shit, like this actually starts to hurt. And he was like, and that's not fair to the rest of my teammates, that I can't set the edge properly because I'm not willing to go do that anymore. And he's like, that's when I realized that the game was over. It's not that I didn't love it any less. It was more so my mind was being conscious of the fact that like I can't do it at the level, in terms of like I don't want to, more of a choice, not necessarily like he just can't do it. It's more so like he's thinking about it so much now. Yeah. So I thought that was a really good analogy of like maybe when it's time to kind of hang it up.
Awesome. All right, Chris, you're free to go. I know you have other commitments, so definitely don't want to keep you.
Thanks, Mike. I appreciate you, man.
Hey, remember those Huskies beat those Colts, bro? That was crazy, man.
Yeah, we're working through it, man. We got a young team. We'll be good. Don't worry.
To be honest,
Huskies also.
You had a good chance to win that game. Like you were in that game for so long.
Hey, remember when them Gators crushed them Cold Lake fighter jets?
No.
See, that's the CTE. They just next play.
Hey, we're in the playoffs. We're all one.
Have a good night, guys. Appreciate y'all.
Later, dude.
Guess it's playoff time. It's different now.
That's funny. Yeah. Technically, championship game. It's 0-0.
Exactly.
Facts.
All right. So Cold Lake side. I'll give this one to T. So all year, offense has been struggling. It's not something you want heading into the finals. But I have noticed it's gotten better, especially against the Pack. A little birdie told me that Provo is playing in this game. Does that give you guys confidence in this championship game coming up?
It'd be lying to say no. You know what I mean? Like anytime we know Provo's playing, to be honest, even opponents. Like when I sent the playoff roster in, the first question I got was, "Are you sure you play 2 games?" Right away somebody's asking. You know what I mean? So I'm not gonna say it was the Wolfpack asking, but it was the Wolfpack asking if Provo was gonna play. You know what I mean? So, but he definitely makes us definitely a little bit better. You know what I mean? He's more of a solidified quarterback. He's played it lots. He's played a bunch of years too in the AFL too. You know what I mean? He's won a national championship at quarterback. So for the most part, we absolutely do get a confidence boost when he's in. But I agree, we've been doing a little bit better for offense. We've been trying to make it a little bit more simple, get the ball out a little quicker, not relying so much on just our arm strength, but more of our decision making. So, yeah, I'd say Provo gives us a boost for sure, but we're gonna play ball regardless. So,
perfect. Yeah, I'm glad he's playing because it doesn't feel like the Jets without Provo at QB.
I agree with that.
Okay.
I agree with that.
All right. So Gators questions time.
But Michael Dobbs did do a pretty good job last week.
Hey, and I did give him his flowers
weekend.
Hey, so I just want to say something. I apologize if I made his grandma cry. Apparently, I did that earlier in the show. Uh, and I just want to say, at the time, I was just calling the game how it was, and I felt like Teague, you had the best chance, and you proved me right when you ran it in later. So just to say that, but in general,
Pick right, that first pick was fuck. He's not the guy.
oh well, you just didn't look comfortable in the pocket when you threw that pick. You were like, get out of here. But Dobbs then, when he started running, he really that's when I noticed immediately when he started using his legs. I was like, oh, maybe he's a quarterback that just needs to get a couple runs under his belt, and then everything kind of slows down.
You're
And
not
I
wrong.
did also notice,
Back. He
yeah,
looked like confidence when he ran.
yeah,
Too.
and Wolfpack kept doing that blitz with the Sam, leaving the hook wide open. That you're going to take that all day, and he delivered the ball. But I'm going to stick by my point. He did not complete a pass farther than 20 yards the whole game.
No,
And that is that. But you also made some incredible catches on that. So, yeah, that's great.
Turf burn to fucking prove it too. God damn, that thing's bad.
Well, sometimes you don't need to throw it over 20 yards. Just march down the field.
Yeah, that's true.
Hey, just getting the ball to the playmakers, let them run, man.
Exactly. All right. So next question.
Sorry, we got a zoo here right now.
Okay.
I know about
zoo kids.
Good job, Jordan.
All right, Bryce. So the Gators started their season off in Germany.
Yeah.
Has there been, I'll say, fatigue through the whole year just playing so much football? Because you guys pretty much started in what, January?
Yeah, we started in January. Well, I personally didn't even know if I was going to be playing for the Gators with everything. I got signed overseas, and then that folded. The European League folded, and then I got picked up by a team in Mexico. I was at the LFA, and I actually got offered a contract, and I just kind of sat there, and I'm like sitting there in Guadalajara, just like, why am I here? It's like a third world country. I'm listening to dogs die every night. And I'm just like, at this point in my life, like, is that where I want to be? And the answer was no. So I like went back. Training camp was like in March. We had a bolstered roster. We had some Team Canada guys that that wanted to do the trip because they wanted an opportunity to go play in Europe. So we kind of had them come out, and we knew they were only going to be around. In fact, it's some alumni from Manitoba. We had Noah come out and also back me up for running back. He was a great, phenomenal guy, like just one of a kind. Yeah. And so we added a couple. So the fatigue, and some didn't come on the trip. But the biggest thing I would say in terms of the fatigue setting in would be more so we played a really tough opponent at first, and the second game, to be completely candid, was a letdown. And I think it was more so off of that than coming and then playing. Okay, just to be fair, the Peace Country was not the team that we expected was going to come and play the first game.
They played them at home. They were way better at home. But.
Yeah. But no, just in general, they didn't have that quarterback. They didn't have the wide receiver, and they didn't have their defensive end didn't play all year. So for us, we were it was a little bit of a letdown. And so I think that kind of set in. But I would say it's more so a letdown. It's more so a little bit of fatigue of the same things every time. Oh, did he just get booted?
I think so, because they say reconnecting while you were talking.
Yeah. So I guess I'll just wait.
Like, is it still recording? You know?
It is actually. It's saying that it's recording.
We should talk shit about it.
No, just put that Wolfpack shirt. That's all we need to do. Where's that Wolfpack shirt?
Wait. You didn't see the back.
You didn't see the back.
Wait, there's a back part to it?
Oh, yeah. The shirt.
Oh, my God.
Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness. I'm not supposed to know, but I do know. So.
No, but I do know.
Yeah, that was an interesting. Anyways, I was a little worried about this today. I was like, come on, don't let this happen. But I'm happy. I'm happy. Sometimes things do work out.
Would have been a different conversation for sure if it's still all four of us.
Oh my God, yeah. Well, it's just, let's be honest, it was the right call. Let's just,
Okay.
that is what it is.
They were searching
It,
for. They were just searching for things, and as I said, there wasn't enough due diligence done. They didn't.
I
okay.
barely use my data.
Okay. All right. Just making
All
sure.
right.
You're also a lot clearer when you went to recording last time.
Yeah, you are clear this time for sure.
Well, damn internet. Alrighty. So, perfect.
Give me 1 second.
Yeah.
Okay. Are they finally in?
Oh yeah, they're in.
Okay. All right. Just
Okay.
making sure.
So technical difficulties, but we'll pick up where we left off. So fatigue of the team.
Yeah, I'm gonna say it's more so a little bit of letdown of the after going and playing such tough opponents, kind of going back down. And I'm not saying we're playing inferior opponents at all. It's just like the level across the board of good players kind of went down a little bit. So I feel like the team kind of like floated around. I think the biggest wake up call was when we didn't have a lot of our guys to play against Cold Lake, and it was a huge battle. I think that kind of woke them up. And then we started dominating a bit. And then, of course, we didn't have a lot of guys due to the schedule changing against the Wolfpack, and that was quite a game as well. But that more so had to do with like schedule changing and things like that. Yeah, but I wouldn't say necessarily fatigue, more so like, for instance, I think everyone's excited for this game this weekend. I think everyone's ramped and ready to go and dialed in. And I think it's more so just we've done it for so long. It's like a reiteration of the big moments kind of thing. And it feels like you get put into first gear a little bit, and then you gotta like rev it up as it goes. So that's, I would say it's more so just that than fatiguing out.
Okay. Oh, I couldn't imagine those practices with Kurt just yelling at you guys for just coasting.
So like, yeah, the biggest thing is like for me, it's all about I'm very laid back, but I'm also like I'm very intense when it comes to football. So I don't mind a little bit of like intenseness at practice. And you've practiced with me, so I like to do things at 110% all the time. But I will say there has been quite a few funny moments this year with like the people getting their ass ripped into in practice. For sure, with a little bit of the lulls and stuff like that. Yeah, I would agree.
Damn, I wish I was there for it.
Yeah, no, it's good. It's good. Come on out Thursday. You can,
Yeah.
you can see it. Um,
I do
yeah.
have something special for you guys. I don't know if Kurt would tell you, but I'll let you guys know later. It's a bit of a secret.
Okay.
But yeah, I'll be out.
Okay. Cool. All right,
All right.
appreciate it. Yeah.
All right.
Is
Cold
Tremaine and
Lake.
them on?
Yeah,
Oh
right
yeah.
here.
Oh, I
You
can't see them on my side.
you can't see you.
Yeah.
Oh, weird. Well, I can see you both, so
Can you hear them? I
guess
can't hear
that's
them.
all that matters.
Yeah.
What if we do this? All right. How about now? Do you hear him?
Hello.
Well, either way. Alrighty.
Okay.
All right. This question's for Trey.
Yeah.
So you guys are trending down for a bit, losing to the Wolfpack, ugly loss to the Gators. Most teams would probably just call it a season, go to the next one. But of course, I'll say you guys dominated the pack. What was the mindset coming into the playoffs?
I believe the mindset was like just believing in ourselves. Um, you know, I believe every team goes through like a hard time in the season, right? It's either going to make you or break you. And that week of preparing for the Wolfpack, we just came together at practice. We talked about what to expect and how to prepare and just be ready and just go out there and dominate. So I believe like you know, we just needed, what's the word, like a restart pretty much, and I believe that helped us to get through to where we're going. That's the way I look at it. So from like after that, it's just like you just got to make sure we communicate, everyone's on the same page, and everyone does their job. And I believe we will be good on from here on out.
It's like best time to restart right when the playoffs begins.
Yeah. Like Teague said, everyone starts off at 0-0, and teams going into the final this weekend, we're a restart. Now it's championships. Both teams are 0-0, so it's gonna be a good game on Saturday.
Yeah, I say so. Yeah, I wasn't expecting you guys to really shut out the Wolfpack with how their offense was like all year.
It was how I explained it, I guess you could say to the guys, it was more of just trusting the film and trusting themselves. Sometimes it looks exactly how you saw it, and you don't fully believe it because there's no way this is exactly what I saw, and it was. And I don't think we were as mentally prepared playing the Wolfpack the first time. That some of the new guys just, I guess you could say, didn't understand that Leaston's going to throw that ball 50, 60, 70 times, and it only takes one of those times to go deep. And then all of a sudden his confidence grows, and then he just starts spreading the ball around the field kind of thing. So we definitely stressed, playing over top coverage and trusting what we keep talking about in film over and over again. So going into last week's game, it was the same thing here. Let's watch the film. See, remember this last game when we talked about it? This is exactly what happened here. See this is exactly where they like to go. Like we said, he looks one way, he looks right, he's throwing right. Okay, if he has to pump fake or go to his second decision, we should be able to get pressure on him if he has to go to his second choice. So I think there's definitely a lot more buy-in, a lot more understanding, I guess, the team we were playing, the quarterback we were playing.
Perfect. Yeah, now it's going to be a bit tougher with the Gators with the 2 QB system.
Agreed, right? You shut one quarterback down, the next could potentially come out. And the next one that comes out is not like the other one that went in or that was already in, right? Heather and Merchant are different quarterbacks, right? Like Merchant said, they do some things both really good, then one does one really good, one does another really good. So it definitely changes your game plan when one of them is in the game, and you kind of have to adjust accordingly. So it's definitely to their benefit, but like you're saying, 2 quarterback system is tough to keep everybody happy. So.
And remember, Bryce can throw it too.
Yeah,
and he can throw.
Yeah, that too.
You'll paint your fence, cut the lawn. Typical Booby Miles. Yeah. All right, Bryce. Question for you: what does it mean personally playing in the 3rd championship game in 3 years?
Man, surreal, a little surreal. Like you think it could be possible, but it takes a lot of like hard work, dedication, tons of guys buying in. And you don't know that, like, just because of the way the league is, you don't know year to year someone's life could change. I mean, that's what happened where Merchant kind of came in, and Jordan had to go and live in Seattle and move all the way across the country. And that's kind of how he was unavailable for the 25 season. And it was funny because I, similar to Tremaine, hated Merchant, and even though we never played against each other, but we were always in the conferences. We were the number 1 and 2 offensive teams in the nation, and we would always switch back forward, Dinos and us and Western for like the number 1 and 2 in the rankings. So I secretly always was like, he's not that good, but he really is that good. And I actually saw him out at Flag at the end of our 24 season, and I was like, dude, you should but we kind of knew that Jordan wasn't going to be able to come and play in 25. So I just kind of put it in his ear. I was like, dude, like, you should just come out and play with us. And then Kurt kind of, as Team Canada happened, I ended up coaching, got to talk with Chris a little bit more. And then on top of that, just like Kurt's ability to get him on the flag football team, get him around the guys, and just things like that. That's kind of what created that. And I mean, without that, I don't think we're talking about this right now, as a three-peat. Um, I love Reed. I love, all the quarterbacks that play for us, but just in those high pressure situation games where it really matters, can you do the right thing and can you make the right read? I mean, I'm a running back by heart, but I know at the end of the day, there's only 3 downs. So if you don't have a quarterback in the Canadian game, like, you won't be here. So that was a blessing in and of itself. So it kind of just feels surreal in general to be playing. And then kind of going back to like where it all started against Cold Lake in 24 is kind of like a full circle kind of moment. So it's really cool. I think it's really cool. And this is a different Cold Lake team than what we've experienced in the past. A lot of similar guys, but there's also quite a few new faces and stuff like that. So it's cool to see that they were able to revamp and reload and come in to contend for the championship.
Speaking of Cold Lake and those new guys, and you guys can answer it, Frey, Teague. What guy on the team doesn't get enough credit that you think should?
I'm just gonna jump back in right before with the Merchant, and absolutely knew Merchant was playing for you guys when I was there for the Team Canada tryout. I absolutely knew. I could see the chemistry and the talking. And I might even said to Trim, like, that guy's gonna be the fucking quarterback for them next year. Fucking watch.
Yeah, you did say that to me. You're right about that.
But players that are you basically saying under the radar kind of thing. That's what you're kind of saying, hey?
There's so many.
I was gonna say we do. I feel like we do have a decent many, that are flying. I'd say under the radar.
You got Dylan.
They're like our left tackle, number 50, who is able to, when he is there, is able to play. He's definitely a huge help to us. 100%. When he can make it, we know we're a lot more solidified at that position. And he's been on the team, I think, as long as me, I believe, from the beginning. And he shows up, does his work. He doesn't get many practices in because he lives so far away and he's always working. But when he says he can make it to the game, we all feel a lot better, especially for the offensive line.
He's like with the first one registered.
But I think I'd say probably our linebackers probably don't get enough love as they have before. Especially playing the Gators twice. You got to be good on the run game. And the first game we were expecting some quarterbacks. Like I said, no offense to Jensen and my guy, but we were expecting some quarterbacks, right? So we did not anticipate a run game, but once we realized that they're just running the ball all game, we were just like, okay, as long as Bryce doesn't get in the end zone, we got a chance. So Bryce is definitely able to run all over us, except he never snuck it in, though. So
Only field goals.
But I feel like I can name a bunch, you know what I mean, that just haven't had opportunities, like even 14, but like Juan. Every team knows that we're probably trying to throw the ball to 14, right? But at the end of the day, he only has a couple catches because we aren't really able to get the ball out. Like you said, we struggled a little bit at quarterback. So he is definitely a special player. On defense, I think the one and only on defense for sure that stands out as much as Dylan on offense would be number 19, Parker, our corner, our small corner we have out there. Who is aggressive, tenacious. He's not giving up. Things go wrong, he's still going to be locked in and still going to try and do better the next play. He has been, I think, very good for us. He had a bunch of picks and tons of breakups, and honestly, probably because his size is why he gets so much work. Right, a lot of teams really want to try to go at him, and that's it. It's very clear often on time. So even the Wolfpack game, I think he was thrown at least 10 times. So definitely for me, I would say Dylan and Parker, plus the other ones that I mentioned. But Trey might have other ideas.
No, you pretty much covered it. We got a couple of rookies that me and Teague used to coach for the high school here that played for the Royals. One of them is Caleb. Small kid, but he has a heart when it comes to this game. Especially with him being on special teams, like he does not give up. He's gonna go out there and battle. He's gonna give his like 110% no matter what. Another guy, Bo. He's another rookie. He's good playing defensive line. He played in Bonneville. Did he play a couple of years? No. But it's great to have Bo, especially in rotation.
Well, our starting D end is 18.
Yeah,
fresh out of high school. He's only played football for
2 years.
2 years, I think. And
Nick,
he's going up against Gators left tackles, the right tackles, and some of those guys are pro guys. And he's fresh 18, not much experience, and yeah, he gets beat sometimes too, but he holds his own, and it's his growth has been amazing. And honestly, I hope his football career goes further than the AFL.
And then you got Conrad, one of our another linebacker. He's been doing well, especially with the run game and pass game. He's doing his job. JoJo. There's the list continues with so many guys on both sides of the ball that put in the time and effort. Whether that they are in Edmonton or they have to travel out from far, so it's great to have guys like that. And wherever football takes them in the future, they're gonna do a great job. And is there anyone else? Like
I'm hearing a voice from over here, but in probably a weird, funny way, one of our probably offensive gems that's hidden would probably be our punter. Since we punted the most by I think you combine every team's punting, and I think that's how many times we've punted.
Jeez.
It's 40 plus punts. The next guy I think is 15. And every game where we switch the field position because of the punter. Yes, the special teams get down there, but it starts with the punt, right? So I think we haven't mentioned that enough on how much having a very good punter has helped our team and our defense for sure.
Yeah, shout out to the special teams. I can't wait for you guys to come down here for the game because I'm definitely going to be there. So it'll be nice to see you in person, see them in person doing their thing.
Absolutely.
Alrighty. So this is for everyone. This should be a fun one. Who is the biggest trash talker on each team?
Isaiah from Cold Lake.
Who?
Isaiah.
Isaiah.
But he's been a lot better recently. He actually helped me up last game. I told Teague it was great, and I got to chop it up. I chopped it up with him, and we've been good. I chopped him up after the Wolfpack game, and it's been a lot better. But the 24 championship, and Teague knows what I'm talking about. He started just saying my name 1,000 times.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
And then I literally broke free, and I pointed right at him, and I was like, "Let's go." And the whole rest of the game, I don't know, something stirred in me, and halfway through, Teague was like, "Isaiah, shut the fuck up." And he was like, "You're just getting him mad." And Teague could probably attest. That's probably the guy for me, like no holds bar. Also, there's a kid on the Wolfpack. He said something to me the other day, and I looked at him at the other game, and I was like, "I don't even know who you are." But there's some kid on the Wolfpack too. I don't know what's in the water over there. But yeah, probably that'd probably be the biggest, I would say, on my side.
I mean, Shane Richards is another good one.
I wouldn't know the O-line, D-line trash talk.
Yeah, you guys have your own little language. You guys do your own little thing. Sometimes you guys take plays off. Don't act like we don't see that shit
Oh,
either.
I know. Hey,
Sometimes-
If you don't go hard, I won't go hard. Okay.
Yeah. Oh.
That's
Bro,
not
I
true.
see Ben do it with the DBs. Dude, I see that shit all the time. Big ass Ben just like just patty caking.
I'm trying to think who's a good shit talker. I know. With the when it comes to the line, Shane and who's the 61?
Oh, smokes.
But I remember last game, like it was usually those two that were like that were talking.
Yeah.
Shay's another one. Shay gets his ones in time to time.
Yeah.
I like getting Shay going.
When Shay gets going, it's hilarious.
Shay's good. You should see some of the practices between him and Ben.
I
Because those two,
can see that.
those two. Also, side note, I can't believe that your whole bench in that game said that Ben wasn't black, so he wasn't allowed to say that. That was
It wasn't our whole
the
bench.
funniest.
Yeah,
Dude, it was like 5 guys though. And he got kicked out the game.
I don't even know who said that.
But I heard it after.
That was outrageous. I was just like,
diabolical.
I was just like, what?
Half black
That
guy.
was,
Half black.
yeah, I was like, that's messed up. What, can only half of him say it? Is that Sorry, Mike, we got racist on here. We weren't supposed to, but
That's fine.
You just have to say it at a lower tone. That's all.
lower tone. Okay.
Yep.
I'll remember that because I'm pretty.
I don't think the show's getting canceled anytime soon. So we're good.
Yeah, no, for sure. But yeah, no, those are good ones. I would agree. I would agree with those because those are both. You know who does the sneaky dirtiest stuff ever is Teague, but you'll never see it. And he does it. He'll grab the helmet. He'll do some sneaky stuff. He'll punch you in the ribs because he's going for the ball.
Yeah, I'm going for the ball. Don't move the ball. That's not me.
Peanut punch.
No, I'm just kidding. But
he
does it all in. Yeah, and he does it all in good. Like, for instance, I think even on the color commentating, when he hit that kid, the first thing he did was go and look if he was okay.
It was the second.
And like,
it was the second.
I
stared down that counter. Make sure left their bodies first.
Yeah. But I just mean like you were conscious of it. And that's the biggest thing is like, and then I made the joke, like maybe let him breathe a bit. I was like, maybe Teague, you gotta like let him breathe a bit. But yeah, no.
That's what I was telling him. Hey,
I know you were probably like,
breaths.
okay, is he breathing? Like, can I feel it?
Relax. I know you're in shock.
Yeah. But yeah, no, I would say like there's a way to go about it that's not too much. That it can be some jaw jacking back and forth. Like I remember on a long run, Teague was like, "Bro, what happened?" And I was like, "Bro, my hamstring gave out." He's like, "Yeah, you look like you were slow as fuck." Like, that's funny stuff. That's like funny stuff. It was like my 30th carry of the damn game, and like that's the stuff that like makes this particular like league cool, in my opinion. Like doing stuff like that, getting to know each other, right? Like I didn't know any of them. In 24, honestly, the only guy I knew on their team in 24 was Travis Levitsky. Levitsky was like the only guy I knew nothing about Cold Lake. I've been out of the league for a while, and like so I think it's really cool to like I think real recognizes real at the end of the day, and like especially these two guys that are on the podcast with me. They're definitely legit football players and high level football players, and at the end of the day, I think you can kind of get away with a little like jabs here and there once you know them a little bit and stuff like that. I probably pissed them the fuck off because they had no idea who I was the first game and they were probably mad. And then, but after that, like Teague and I we did a couple eval camps, got to know him better. Tremaine tried out. So like got to know, and at the end of the day, and I think I mentioned to Tremaine how much I think he's gotten better since like this year I thought was his best year. And like having to like, pre-snap, look where Teague is and also look where Tremaine's at and run the opposite way. That's that's normally that's normally what I like to do. But
I can work for it.
Yeah. No, actually you don't want to leave Teague free. That's the thing. That's when he can
You
make
did
his
yell
plays.
that out on the live stream.
Oh, 100% on the punt. I was like, oh no, this is so Mike, that punt, that fumble. I was like, Oh, dude, that's a bad move, leaving him uncovered. And then what do you know? He punches out the ball because he's free.
Yeah.
No one's blocking him. You got a CFL friggin' starter in the league out there. Just he's able to process the game and just knows and instinctually what to do. So things like that. But back to the shit talking. Yeah, it was definitely Isaiah, but he's done a much better job. I would say.
Oh, that's awesome. I love shit talking. Like, I don't do it myself, but I love when people do it to me. It just gets me going.
I'm completely silent, but I love hearing it.
I do.
I'll tell you
But
this.
no one talks to me, though.
I definitely never talked. I definitely didn't let my personality out until I got to the AFL. I wish I talked way more my whole football career, but I don't. I guess I just didn't. When I was a pro, I just thought I was be a pro, like just be a pro.
Yeah.
And then once I got to AFL, and then I was just, you know what, I'm just gonna talk and just say whatever I see, and then I've developed this now. So
no, for sure. I agree. I think in college, so I think though that these guys would totally attest for young anyone watching at home, young guys growing up. There's nothing though more demoralizing than running over someone or crushing someone, then helping them up and being like, "Good job," because the whole rest that's shit talking within itself on a different level of like, this is like my standard. If you can't meet it, it's gonna be a very long day for you. So like I really enjoy like that aspect of just like, impose your will. That's really what football's about. And and in that, like, it doesn't matter how much you talk. At the end of the day, if you can't hit with the pads, like it's gonna be a long day. So and I'm sure these guys agree too that's
sometimes I double down on that and I give them pointers what to do better next time or what they did wrong.
That's a good one.
I'm bad for that, but to me, I'm coaching. I'm like, hey man, I could read what you were doing the whole time. Don't
you
look
stopped
left.
your feet.
I know you're going right.
That's funny. That's good. That's good stuff.
Awesome.
Yeah, for sure.
Get back to the game. So, I'll start with the Cold Lake guys. What do you think your opponent does? We'll say what they struggle with in terms of offense, defense, or special teams that you've seen so far on film.
I don't know. The Gators are pretty good, man. It's more. I feel like it's more about not making mistakes and keeping the game and keeping them a little bit more under control. We obviously know they have a very good run game, right? And as we found out last game, they're able to pass the ball on us too. But we expect that there's going to be a bunch of rushing yards. But the goal, like game one, is not to let Bryce Harper score. And if we can figure out how to stop the pass, then I think we have chances. So their O line is there's no other O line that's as good as the Gators for sure. As we'll find out at some point when the All-Star list all gets released. So, but offensively, I think they're top tier. You know what I mean? If I see weaknesses, it would be on defense. That's where I would see weaknesses, to be truthfully honest. So,
okay.
For me, just
say you guys have the upper hand on special teams.
Maybe this year our punter is really good. Like I said, our punter is really good. I'd say in 24, they beat us on special teams. In 24, that game, in that championship game, was completely different. If you take all the special teams out, it's a different game. But with the block punt in 24, the fake punt, the stupid fake punt, pick six, you know what I mean? I was very impressed with it. I've always been impressed with the Gators special teams because it's not just, third, fourth, fifth string guys always out there too, right? And even then, some of those guys should be playing on other teams, right? But they're just playing specials for Gators. So if we can take advantage of special teams and try to win the special teams battle, I think we definitely have a shot too. But
perfect. All right, Bryce.
You gonna come on in?
Who is it? Hey, buddy.
One and only.
Oh, now he comes in.
Uh,
Even when he's not
this-
part of the show, he storms in anyway.
they're getting ready. They're getting ready for you guys to host you guys. They're out there getting the grind in the meetings right now.
Fair.
Yeah. So you said the weakness. Sorry, I'm like Teague, the
Yeah.
CTE. I
Yeah.
forget.
Oh, same. The wife all the time. It's like, what's wrong with you? It's like CTE.
Yeah.
Sorry, babe.
CTE mixed with ADHD equals no memory.
Yeah.
So I would like to just point out though that definitely the easiest strong point of Cold Lake is their defense and like creating, generating turnovers to create momentum. And I do agree that their special teams is really good. And I think that the in the second game, we're not viewing the second game nearly like the score indicated, mainly because there were some gaffes that Cold Lake doesn't normally do. It's not a consistent behavior that gave us a very advantageous field position. We literally had to make 2 plays and we scored like what was it, 3 times, T? Like it was just I kind of told guys it was weird because it was the start of the second quarter. I had a long run for a touchdown and I like look up and it was like 38-0 and I'm like, what? I'm like, it didn't feel like that, especially on their defense. It felt like it was 7-0. It felt like it was a game that was like the way that they were playing on defense. They were playing tough. They were making us earn everything. So like we don't take Cold Lake lightly in any phase at all because the score was not indicative, in our opinion, of like how Cold Lake played. So it it it's much more for me, not necessarily are they bad at anything. It's more so what like for us, it's like their defense is what can help them really change the momentum of the game. So how do we make a mistake-free game on our end so that the turnovers don't happen? Like I had to pick up a fumble. Teague made a fumble happen on specials. Luckily, I happened to get subbed in. I was out of the game. I got subbed in for an injury, and I just happened to pick it up. But I saw him. It's funny because I'm running because I was supposed to block the punt, and I loop around, and I see Teague, and our returner thinks he's breaking wide open, and I'm like, oh no, and Teague just boom, and the ball just comes like right to me, and I'm like, oh, thank God. But like it's stuff like that, like that stuff right there. But if to answer your question appropriately, I think if they minimize their turnovers or like can move the ball on offense, I think that is their point, which is having if they have Provo, if the birdie was right, um, if they have it, it will make it better because they have experience there, period. Not to say that the other kid can't get the job done. Once again, grandma, I'm not saying that. I am just saying that the experience, it comes down to experience and 100%, no offense to 25, it was not the same without Teague on the field for their defense. I'm sorry. It really wasn't. Teague on the field playing for them both ways elevates their team. It's like your captain going in, like the general going in with the armed front, and they're like coming through. So it's how we feel when Kurt's on the field, So
And
yeah,
you're not just saying that because he's there.
He's looking right at you.
No, I
It's
said
nice.
it because he's right here. No, just but yeah, that I would definitely say that for them, like I think that's a pivotal like thing for them. Are you coming over to say what's up again or what?
Stop being so nice.
Love it. Oh no, you're good.
Yeah.
Does it just do this randomly? This is a very interesting. You might need to get a different little podcasty thingy.
I think so.
Yeah.
He's causing problems for me, so.
Yeah.
Well.
But okay.
Anyways,
yeah. That's
we're coming to the end of this episode. So before we do, any message to the fans before kickoff? So we'll start with you, Bryce.
Oh, man, seriously, thank you guys. And honestly, you're nothing without the fans. If there's no fans, there's no football. So literally all the people who decide to come out and sacrifice their time and watch us, support us, do all the things. My message to the fans is like, thank you for the 3 years that, and hopefully we'll, honor you by playing our hardest on game day. And that's really like what we want to do. We want to represent the culture as a whole and football as a whole. So even if you don't really love, if you have nothing to do on Saturday, come watch the game because it's going to be a great game. That's all I'm going to say. And to the fans, yeah, love you guys and thank you so much. And don't be a stranger. Yeah.
Perfect. All right, Cold Lake side. Either one of you can answer.
Yeah, without the fans being there, I don't think the games will be as much fun, because without the fans, it's just silence.
Crickets.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. And we all remember 2020 with the NFL when they were doing their thing, empty stands, but they're playing like noise, but it's not the same, right? And all of us can attest to this. There's never a down moment with fans, whether it's something happy, sad, there's nothing without them, so no matter what team you're cheering for, just pack the stands up, have fun with who you come to the games, enjoy big hits, big runs, and just watch some entertaining football and guys just battling out to get to that natty.
I'd say I've never heard as many loud collisions on a football field as I did the first time we played Gators. And I don't know what was with that game, but I felt every hit was a big hit. There was barely any little shoestring tackles. I just tackled you. Every hit I felt was just a crush. And that doesn't excite fans, you know what I mean? I'm not sure what will, right? We all go watch hockey for the hits, realistically, in the fights. Yeah, we like goals scored too, right? But if your team wins 1-0 and there's not a fight, you're kind of pissed you saw that game, you know what I mean? So, and the Gators Jets games are always good, right? It's competitive the whole time, regardless of the score. I guess on our end, regardless of the score, we're going to play right to the end anyways, and we stress that. And we love all the fans from Cold Lake to come out and watch too. It's a 3-hour drive, but it's going to be a good game, and we could use as many fans as we can get to help motivate us and give us that extra push we need to get past the game.
Perfect. All right, guys. Thanks for coming on. Good luck.
Just
on
one
Saturday.
more tidbit.
Oh, yeah. Go ahead.
If any Wolfpack watching, feel free to come out.
Oh, they'll be there.
Would love it. We love everyone. Everyone come out. Just come out, support some good football. Yep.
Exactly.
I agree.
Yeah.
But yeah, good luck to you guys. I'll be repping some Gators and Jets gear.
Yeah, we got some stuff over here on the table for you too. I seen it when I came in.
Yeah, I was gonna get a shirt from you guys, but I'm apparently getting a goodie bag. So
a little goodie bag.
How are you hooking it up?
Is there little toy fighter planes?
Hey, that'd be sick.
Yeah. Hey, there we go. Great idea.
A little Cold Lake on the side. That's what I would do if I were you guys. I'd get like a Transformers thing and get like Hasbro or something. Transform into Teach, transform into Tremaine. So that would be cool. That'd be dope.
More sponsors.
Yeah. I'm an idea guy. I'm not an execution. I'll give you ideas all day though.
I have a side question. Does anybody know why Teach didn't play?
Oh, really?
Something to do with something about work. Maybe some obligations he has in Red Deer. From what I heard. And I also heard they only had 9 guys at practice for a lot of it. So a lot of the weeks leading up. So
yeah, I heard that too.
Yeah, it wasn't
crazy.
And maybe that's maybe can I just point that out? Like if you guys want to get to the standards of playing in the championship game, make sure you get guys who are committed all the way through. That's how you change. You want the AFL, like I think the AFL's in this weird phase of a beer league. Or can you bring in elite level talent who's just a smidge shy from playing professional sports or have in the past and just want to play for fun now? Like, can you do that? Right? Like that's the point that you need to like look at yourself in the mirror and say, can you actually sustain that? Because I heard some rumors too about, almost getting guys to come out and play. No offense, if the Irish got Andrew Buckley, my old quarterback, to come out for one
Buckley's a
practice,
guy. I like
he
Buckley.
would he would laugh his ass off. Well,
Yeah,
no,
for sure.
and same with the Wolfpack. Like if you brought 9 guys out, you think that Andrew would be like, yeah, I want to do this. Like, and so that's where, and I know it's really tough to get O linemen to like. That's probably the hardest thing is to get consistent offensive linemen. But there are plenty of junior football teams that kids age out and they don't want to go play university football. And there's Wizard Takes, who is a perfect plug on kids who get snubbed, who have talent, to go give them an opportunity to come to the last province that has anything going for it. Let's be honest, in terms of your other stuff that Canadians have going on. But at the end of the day, like if you do that, guys, I'm trying to help you guys build that so you can do that. But you have to sacrifice your own ego. And if you're not the best player, then support and build a better player. Go teach. Like Teague did it for all last year. He sat and coached. Kurt's done it in phases, right? Like you got to put your ego aside and it's what's best for like the organization as a whole. So that's how I view it. That's just my 2 cents. Being able, I came into the league, came out of the league, came back in. That's just like my observation of it because I think there's a lot of potential here, and there's a lot of people that love to play football. So, yeah, that's just my last 2 cents.
I agree.
Oh yeah, 100%. I feel the same
Yeah,
way.
yeah. I think Teague and I have talked about it a little bit too. I haven't talked about it a ton with Tremaine, but I know I've talked to Teague and I've kind of talked about it a little bit. So, yeah.
Yeah. So fingers crossed for the future.
Yeah, there we go. Are we going to get a mic check shirt or what? Is that
Maybe I got some printed off. Ask Kurt.
Yeah. I'll ask Kurt. Okay. I'll ask Captain Kurt. All right, guys. Hey, it's nice and late. I appreciate you guys. Thank you guys so much for the opportunity.
Thanks for forcing me on, Harper.
Teague, don't go low. Don't hurt me too much. Tremaine, same.
How can I go low?
You never go low. No. Isaiah, though. No. I'm just kidding.
All right, see you guys. I'm just holding on and trying to pick you up, man. If your feet on the ground, you can't run.
Little engine that could.
Somebody else come here.
Oh my God. Oh, that's hilarious. But awesome. Yeah, hey, I'll see you guys on Saturday. Much love. And yeah, I'm glad that it's you guys, to be honest.
For sure.
Mm-hmm.
Perfect. All right, everyone. Thank you for watching. Can't wait for the final. Or stay tuned for that. And Mike, check it out.
All right, stay healthy.
Adios. See you guys.
Yep, stay healthy.